The Richest Man in Babylon is a book written by George S. Clason and first published in 1926. The book is a collection of parables set in ancient Babylon, which convey financial and moral lessons. The book is written in a simple and easy-to-understand language, making it accessible to readers of all backgrounds. The book consists of 10 chapters, each of which tells a story with a specific lesson. The Man Who Desired Gold tells the story of a man named Arcad, who was once poor but became the richest man in Babylon. The chapter emphasizes the importance of saving and investing, and how compound interest can work in one's favor. Chapter 1 of The Richest Man in Babylon introduces the reader to the protagonist, Arcad, who is now the richest man in Babylon. He is known and respected throughout the city for his wealth and his wisdom. The chapter begins with Arcad addressing a group of his fellow citizens who are curious about his wealth and how he attained it. Arcad starts by sharing his story of humble beginnings, where he was once a young man with a burning desire for gold. He talks about how he struggled to make ends meet and how he was always seeking new ways to make money. However, despite his best efforts, he remained poor and disillusioned. One day, Arcad meets a wealthy man who offers to teach him the secrets of accumulating wealth. The man teaches Arcad the importance of saving and investing his money wisely, and how the power of compound interest can work in his favor. Arcad follows this advice and starts to see his wealth grow. The chapter emphasizes the importance of saving and investing for the future, and how anyone can become wealthy if they follow these principles. It also highlights the power of compound interest, where small amounts of money saved and invested can grow into significant wealth over time. Overall, Chapter 1 sets the foundation for the rest of the book by introducing the central theme of wealth accumulation and the principles that will be explored throughout the book. It shows that anyone can become wealthy if they follow the right principles and are willing to put in the effort to save and invest their money wisely. Chapter 2. The Richest Man in Babylon opens with a continuation of the story of Arcad, the man who desired gold, and his rise to become the richest man in Babylon. In this chapter, Arcad shares his wisdom with his friends who are also seeking wealth. Arcad emphasized the importance of financial education and the need to seek advice from those who have already achieved financial success. He advised his friends to always be cautious with their money and to never take financial risks that they couldn't afford to lose. The chapter goes on to explain how Arcad advised his friends to begin building their wealth by setting aside a portion of their income for savings. He taught them the importance of living below their means and how they could achieve their financial goals through the power of compound interest. He also advised them to seek out wise investments that would provide a good return on their money, but also emphasized the need to do their due diligence and not fall for get-rich-quick schemes. Overall, Chapter 2 emphasizes the importance of financial education and highlights the idea that becoming wealthy requires not just hard work, but also smart financial decisions and wise investments. In Chapter 3, 7 Cures for a Lean Purse, the author outlines 7 essential principles for managing money effectively. The first cure is to start saving at least 10% of one's income. This means paying oneself first before spending on other expenses. The second cure is to control expenses by distinguishing between wants and needs and avoiding unnecessary purchases. The third cure is to budget wisely and not overspend on entertainment or leisure activities. The fourth cure is to invest in profitable ventures with good returns. The fifth cure is to own one's home or real estate as a long-term investment. The sixth cure is to have adequate insurance coverage to protect against unforeseen events. The seventh and final cure is to increase one's ability to earn more by acquiring new skills and knowledge or improving upon existing ones. These 7 cures provide a comprehensive framework for managing money effectively and building wealth over time. The chapter emphasizes the importance of taking control of one's financial situation and not relying on others to do it for them. Chapter 4, Meet the Goddess of Good Luck, tells the story of how luck can play a role in one's financial success, but also how it can be controlled and increased through hard work and perseverance. In this chapter, the author emphasizes the importance of being prepared and taking advantage of opportunities when they arise. The story follows a man named Bansir, who is a skilled chariot builder but is not seeing much success in his business. he meets a wealthy man named Kobe, who advises him to seek the goddess of good luck, who he claims can bring success to anyone who seeks her. Bansir becomes determined to find the goddess, and eventually discovers that the goddess of good luck is simply the result of hard work and wise financial decisions. The chapter teaches readers that luck may play a role in success, but it is ultimately up to the individual to work hard and make wise choices. In Chapter 5, The 5 Laws of Gold, the author emphasizes the 5 principles of accumulating wealth. The first law is to seek advice from those who are experienced and knowledgeable in financial matters. The second law is to invest wisely in ventures that have a high probability of success. The third law is to protect investments by minimizing risk and diversifying one's portfolio. The fourth law is to be persistent and patient in pursuing wealth, as it may take time to see significant returns. The fifth law is to increase one's earning capacity by acquiring new skills and knowledge, which can lead to better job opportunities or the ability to start one's own business. The chapter illustrates these laws through various examples, such as the story of a farmer who failed to seek advice before investing in a venture that ultimately led to his financial ruin. On the other hand, the author also shares the story of a young man who sought advice from a wealthy merchant and was able to invest wisely, resulting in significant financial gain. Overall, the chapter emphasizes the importance of having a long-term mindset when it comes to wealth accumulation and the need to be disciplined in following these principles. Chapter 6, The Gold Lender of Babylon, tells the story of a man who became wealthy by lending gold to others. The chapter emphasizes the importance of sound lending practices and the need to only lend to those who are creditworthy. In this chapter, the story revolves around a man named Sharu Nada, who became wealthy by lending gold to others. He was known as the Gold Lender of Babylon. Sharu Nada was cautious in his lending practices, and he only lent gold to those who had a good reputation and could be trusted to repay their debts. He also charged interest on his loans, which allowed him to accumulate more wealth over time. The chapter highlights the importance of sound lending practices and the need to only lend to those who are creditworthy. It emphasizes that lending money without taking proper precautions can lead to financial ruin. The chapter also stresses the need to charge interest on loans, as it is a way to earn income and increase wealth over time. The lessons from this chapter can be applied to modern-day lending practices. It is important for lenders to assess the creditworthiness of their borrowers before lending money and to charge interest to compensate for the risk involved in lending. The chapter also emphasizes the importance of reputation, which is still a key factor in lending today. Chapter 7, The Walls of Babylon, discusses the importance of taking calculated risks in business and investing, and how failure can lead to valuable lessons and experience. In this chapter, the author uses the story of a man named Nanaab to illustrate the importance of taking risks in business and investing. Nanaab was a successful merchant who had accumulated a considerable amount of wealth through his ventures. However, he became complacent and unwilling to take risks, which led to a decline in his financial situation. The chapter emphasizes that taking calculated risks is essential for success in business and investing. It's important to assess the potential risks and rewards before making a decision and to learn from failures and mistakes. The author also notes that failure can be a valuable teacher and can help individuals gain experience and knowledge that can lead to future success. Overall, the chapter encourages readers to embrace calculated risk-taking as a necessary component of building wealth and financial success. Chapter 8, The Camel Trader of Babylon, tells the story of a man who became wealthy by trading goods and how the principles of wise trading can be applied to any business or investment. In The Camel Trader of Babylon, the reader is introduced to Dabasir, a camel trader who became wealthy through his trading activities. The chapter emphasizes the importance of buying low and selling high, as well as the need to have a thorough understanding of the products being traded. Dabasir also highlights the importance of networking and building relationships with others in the same line of business. The chapter encourages readers to learn from successful traders and to constantly seek new opportunities to expand their trading activities. Overall, the chapter emphasizes the importance of diligence, patience, and a willingness to take calculated risks in order to succeed in trading and business. Chapter 9, The Clay Tablets from Babylon highlights the importance of record-keeping and accounting in managing one's finances. In Chapter 9, The Clay Tablets from Babylon, the importance of record-keeping and accounting in managing one's finances is emphasized. The chapter explains that keeping track of income, expenses, and investments is crucial to building and maintaining wealth. It describes how the Babylonians kept detailed records on clay tablets, including their financial transactions, and how this practice helped them to understand their financial situation and make informed decisions. The chapter stresses the need to create a budget, track expenses, and regularly review financial records. It also explains how accounting principles such as double-entry bookkeeping can help to prevent errors and ensure accuracy in financial records. The chapter concludes by emphasizing that record-keeping is a fundamental aspect of successful financial management and that it is never too late to start keeping track of one's finances. Chapter 10, The Luckiest Man in Babylon, concludes the book with the story of how a man who followed the principles outlined in the previous chapters became the luckiest man in Babylon. In this final chapter, the book comes full circle by returning to the story of Bansir, the chariot maker from the first chapter. After learning the principles of wealth from his friend Kobi, Bansir applied them diligently and became successful in his business. He eventually achieved his goal of saving enough money to purchase a beautiful and expensive robe for his wife, but was then faced with the decision of whether to continue working hard or to retire and enjoy his wealth. Bansir ultimately chose to continue working and investing his money wisely, and as a result, he became known as the luckiest man in Babylon. The chapter emphasizes the importance of continuing to work hard and invest wisely even after achieving financial success, and the role that discipline and perseverance play in achieving long-term prosperity. Overall, The Richest Man in Babylon is a timeless classic that provides practical financial advice that is still relevant today. The book emphasizes the importance of saving, investing, and managing one's finances wisely, while also conveying valuable life lessons such as hard work, perseverance, and the importance of seeking advice from those who are successful.